This video, I'm going to be talking about why men should sleep on the floor, some of the benefits that I've experienced. Of course, this is all anecdotal, but if it's something that you're considering, I hope this video helps you decide. Okay, so first of all, one of the main benefits is decluttering. The bed usually takes up about 50% of the room, so obviously when it's removed, you're gonna have more space to move around. And I'm a strong believer in if you've got a clear desk, you've got a clear mind. If you've got a clear room, you've got a clear mind. So you have more space to think, move around, etc. Me personally, I work out in my room, so the bed's not there. I can roll out a gym mat whenever I want and work out. I've got other equipment in the room for so it's like a room and a workout room as well. Secondly, monk mode, it definitely helps with that. So there's going to be no more laying around. We're all subject to this. If you have a nice, soft, comfortable double bed, you're going to be laying around in the mornings. It might be more difficult to get up. At night time, you're going to be watching stuff on your laptop. It's just going to lead to things that aren't beneficial for you. So yeah, that's definitely one of the other benefits. You wake up early and naturally, and when you wake up, you're not going to want to sit around because it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. You're going to want to get up. So when you're up, you're up. There's no lying around, no laziness. Kind of eliminates that. This kind of ties in. Thirdly, is the semen retention aspect. Kind of ties into what I said last. Obviously, semen retention and monk mode go hand in hand. But sleeping on the floor, it's like you can go out to the club, but who are you going to invite her to come and sleep on the floor with you? You're going to invite her back and you don't have a bed. So it kind of eliminates that. So if you're on semen retention and you're really wanting to strengthen your practice and you're struggling or whatever, just get rid of the bed. Because although me personally, some girls are willing to lie on the floor, but trust me, most aren't. So it's not comfortable. There's not enough space, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Another benefit, I believe, it contributes to your mental strength. So anything you do that is difficult usually aids your mental strength, and willpower aids to the development of that. For example, fasting. I'll be talking about that in another video. But yeah, it's not. I'm not going to say it's difficult, but it's definitely more challenging than sleeping on a soft, warm bed. So that's definitely something to consider. So it definitely aids in that. And another thing, actually on a side note, kind of ties into another point, is that it's a more natural way of sleeping. If you just think about our ancestors, they weren't, after a long day of work, going on to some soft cushion. To be honest, I can't even remember what they made the beds out of. But sleeping on the floor is a hard surface. It definitely does strengthen you. So yeah, and it strengthens your back from my experience, and it can help with back pains. So initially, I actually dismantled my bed because I was experiencing some lower back pain. This was from being sedentary too much. So I did get, so I was like, you know what, let me try sleeping on the floor. And actually after the first couple of days sleeping on the floor, the back pains disappeared. So yeah, that's definitely something that I've experienced, and it's strengthened my back as well. I believe it's helped form my back because I sleep on my back. I don't really sleep on the front. So, and when you sleep on the floor, it kind of forces you to sleep on your back, especially at first. Obviously now I can turn around. And yeah, I wanted to speak about another point as well, and it's you have to ask yourself, have you earned sleeping on the bed? So for me, when I started sleeping on the bed, I was still living with my mother. So I was trying to get as uncomfortable as possible because I was trying to move out of my mother's house. So if you're living at your mum's house and you get too comfortable, you've got the TV on the wall, you've got the PlayStation, you've got all of these things, you've got a nice double bed, it can be a trap. The goal of men should be to leave the nest and to build their own thing at some point. Whether you want to delay that or not is up to you, but for me, I wanted to get out. So it's kind of like a way of getting outside of my comfort zone. And of course, I slept on beds when I was like on vacations, when I was out the country and stuff like that. But I wanted to get to a place that I earned sleeping on this bed. So yeah, and those are some of the benefits that I've experienced from sleeping on the floor. Of course, this is a somewhat extreme practice, but extreme actions lead to extreme results. And I recommend all men to try this at least once in their life. You can give up the soft, comfortable bed for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever. And me personally, how long have I been doing it? Maybe about 2 years. So 2 years. So, and of course, that's not to say I've never slept in bed in between that time. Like I said, out of the country or whatnot, you know. So yeah, and how I sleep on the floor, it's very simple. Actually, initially, probably for about the first 6 months, I was sleeping on the gym mat. It's extremely difficult because you literally have to sleep on your back because every other way is uncomfortable and probably not good for you. So I literally put a gym mat, put a bed sheet on top of it. Obviously, I had a pillow, just one pillow, and I put a duvet or a blanket, something to cover myself. That was it. Now I sleep on a tatami mattress, I believe it's called, or a Thai mattress, and I roll it out every time I'm about to sleep, and I roll it up when I wake up. So, and it's the same way. So I roll out the tatami mat, I put a bed sheet, pillow, and blankets. And of course, I change these things regularly. I'll put a link in the description to the exact Thai mattress that I use. But yeah, those are some of the benefits I've experienced